To avoid a repeat of the mistake cited by the Supreme Court that he failed to verify results as submitted from polling stations and the constituency tallying centres, IEBC Chair and the Presidential Election Returning Officer has gazetted an elaborate results transmission path. Presiding officers at the polling stations now required to mandatorily submit text results of each candidate alongside scanned images, the KIMS devices configured to disallow transmission should any of the fields not be filled. The POs must also deliver the hard copy of the results contained in Form 34A to their respective constituency returning officers. Should POs have challenges sending the results due to network challenges, they are required to move to areas with coverage, and if the KIMS devices completely fail, they should ask for a replacement from their returning officers. If completely unable to use a KIMS device, they must deliver the physical forms to their returning officer. At the constituency level, returning officers are now required to announce results from all polling stations in their area based on the original Forms 34A, after which they ought to compile Form 34B. In the August election, returning officers were allowed to compile Form 34B based on the electronically submitted Forms 34A. The constituency returning officers must also verify the results in the Form 34B alongside candidates' agents. The constituency returning officers now have an additional role of scanning all physical forms from polling stations, and the Form 34B they will have generated and submitted via a secured results transmission system. It is only after doing so that they can proceed to deliver all the physical results declaration forms in their possession to the National Tallying Centre at the Bomas of Kenya.
232,311 in the registered voters.
Chebukati, as the Presidential Election Returning Officer, will in the meantime be verifying all electronically submitted Forms 34B against respective Forms 34A. He will also match the electronic polling station forms against those physically delivered. Chebukati will then announce results from every constituency based on the physically delivered Forms 34B.
Michael Maura 39, 0.01%.
Another clerical role that Chebukati must play is verifying physical Forms 34B against all the 40,883 physical documents from the polling stations, despite the constituency officers having done the same. Should he spot variances, he will note them down with no provision for rectification. He will then generate the National Presidential Election Declaration Form 34C, but only based on the physical Form 34Bs. He will then repeat the verification process by matching the 34C against the polling station documents 34As before announcing the final results. The new standard operating procedure, coming at a time for candidates who participated in the August poll, confirmed intention to participate in the October 26th poll. These are Ekuru Okot, Abdubadida, Khwajirongo and Jafet Kaloyu. Okot is expected to meet IEBC commissioners tomorrow after he sought audience seeking to understand the preparations for the election so far. Joe Nyaga and Professor Michael Wainaina are yet to communicate their position, even as NASA dismissed IEBC's statement yesterday that claimed that Raila Odinga and his running mate Kalonzo Musyoka had not procedurally withdrawn from the race. IEBC is also set to meet with the election technology supplier OT-Morpho to pursue whether it will be possible to reconfigure KIMS kits to include the extended list of candidates for the sake of results transmission. Should it not be possible, within the remaining time, IEBC may be forced to transmit results through the complementary system, meaning the manual system of physical delivery of results. Sam Kituku, Citizen Live at 9.